Hi readers, I'm Miss Sally and I'm excited to be here again with you. I miss you and I hope that you're staying healthy and safe inside. I am sharing another fun story. This one is called Shopping with Dad, written and illustrated by Matt Harvey and Miriam Latimer. And it's a really cute story. It's a rhyming book, so you'll hear words that sound the same at the end, like cat, hat, sat, rat, or hop, drop, stop. Those all sound the same at the end. And good readers are able to hear patterns in words and also notice them when they read. When you hear words that sound the same, you're going to eventually learn those sounds match some letters. And that's the whole start to reading. So rhyming is a great way to start noticing patterns in words and matching them with letters. So I want to share this story because I want us to just be on the listen for rhyming words, which is really fun in this story because there's tons. And as I'm reading, I also have some juicy words. One of the words is bashed. Bashed means to hit really hard. Say it, bashed. It almost sounds like the word is making the same noise as the meaning. Bashed, hit hard. So I have some things crashing together there. If you hear that word, give me a thumbs up. The next word you're going to hear in this story is shame. Shame. And this word shame is used kind of like, oh, wasn't it a shame? So it's a situation that you feel bad about. What a shame. But people can also shame you and make you feel bad for something you've done. It has multiple meanings, but in this case, shame means a situation that you feel bad about. So what a shame. That's terrible. Shame. So I have a little sad face. When you hear those words, give me a thumbs up. And as I'm reading today, remember that we're listening for rhyming words, patterns and words and the words that rhyme will sound the same at the end. So help me find them in the story today. There's just tons. Shopping with Dad. Shopping with Dad. Shopping with Dad. There's the title page, written and illustrated by Matt Harvey and Miriam Latimer. So they both wrote the book and drew the pictures together. My mom made a list and gave it to us, to me and my dad, and we went on the bus. We got off the bus at the stop by the shop. Dad found us a cart, and then... So there was a few rhyming words in that part of the story. Us bus, stop shop. Whoosh, we were off. Dad gave me the list and the pencil to hold, and he said, if you're good and you do as you're told, you can cross out the things from the list as, hey, wait, I've already started, so he was too late. That was silly, he said. Now it's quite hard to read. This list tells me all of the things that we need. Hold, told, rhyme, read, need, rhyme. That's a long list, huh? We read it and laughed and said, listen to this. Your mom put some very strange things on the list. Weather bread, danger jam, evergreen eggs, octopus underpants, spider's legs, well-behaved daughter water, extra clean germs, strong anti-grump pills, and a bucket of worms. Funny list. I laughed and I asked, does it have normal things too? It does, said my dad. Now here's what we'll do. But I didn't listen because I was excited, because Mommy was funny and I was delighted. So I ran and I ran and I ran and I ran. I ran and I ran and I bumped into a man who was stacking up cans at the end of the aisle, who said, whoa there, and steady, and gave me a smile. Heard some rhyming words. Did you? Did you hear some rhyming words? Did you hear to-do? Good. Excited, delighted. Ran man, smile, aisle. All those words rhyme. I said, I'm very sorry. I thought this was best because I knew that my dad was getting quite stressed. And he was. He said, stop. He said, give it a rest. So I stopped and I stopped and I sat and I stopped. I sat there nonstop. I stopped there and sat. And I didn't starting at all. In fact, I love the picture. I sat till I couldn't be still anymore. I was sitting so still it was making me sore. It was making me feel that I couldn't quite breathe. It was making me sweat. It was making me sneeze. And the sneezing feeling, it built up inside, and I couldn't stop it. I tried and tried. I tried every non-sneezing thing I could do, but it just, achoo! Oh my goodness. This is a problem. This is a big problem. That sneeze was fantastic. It made my dad jump, and his jump gave the woman beside him a bump. And she went, arg, and swung around with alarm, and her bag hit a woman who jogged a man's arm. Did you hear some rhyming words on those sentences? Jump and hold, or jump and bump? Jump and bump. What about alarm and swung? Alarm and arm. Alarm and arm. Okay. And he nudged a lady who knocked someone else. And the knock got passed down to the end of the shelf till the last person bashed the big stack the man built, which juddered and jiggled and started to tilt. Oh my goodness. Her sneeze has had some bad after effects. Oh my gosh. And the man who had been stacking turned around slowly to see his work fall, smashing, bang, crash to the ground. Smash, bang, bong, crash, ping, wallop, clunk, glonk to the floor. And everyone gasped. And woman swore mercy. Then a loud, angry voice said, what's happening here? And I thought, uh-oh. And my dad said, oh dear. It was him. No, it wasn't. It was. That's not fair. She pushed me. He shoved me. Did not. It was her. They're all blaming each other. How did this big mess start? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, the sneeze, right? Then the woman my daddy had bumped on the arm, the one who'd gone arg and swung around in alarm, she pointed her finger and said, it was him. And they stared at my dad, and my dad scratched his chin, and my dad scratched his nose, and my dad scratched his head. Did you hear arm and alarm? But it wasn't his fault. That isn't his fault, I said. It was mine. It was me. I sneezed. I sort of exploded as if I was loaded with a great big wet shout. Then my voice faded out. They looked at me hard, so I held on to my dad, who looked 20 to be proud and a quarter past sad. And he winked at me once, and I looked in his face, and I saw his eyes, the hint of a trace of laughter, soft laughter that couldn't come out. Shout out, Dad, sad trace and face rhyme. And he said to the man who started the shout, shh. And he said to the people who gave us hard looks, with a very slight shrug of shoulders, oops. Accidents happen. It's always a shame. But when push comes to shove, there's no one to blame. What rhymed with that word blame rhymed with our juicy word, which was shame. Then my dad, he got down on his knees in the store and he started to pick up all the cans off the floor. The woman who knelt too, she said, "Right, you're not wrong." Then everyone joined us. It didn't take long. Dad stood up and stretched and said, "That wasn't hard." So we finished our shopping. He paid with his card. Floor, and where are they shopping? At the store. They rhyme. Wrong. And what's very long rhyme? And hard, and he paid with his card. We went home. Mom gave us a hug and a kiss. She said, "Did you get all the things on the list?" Dad told her what happened. He made it sound fun. And then she laughed and said, well, very well done." Did you like that story? I like that story. Such a big problem with the sneeze that it caused in this story. The dad was a good dad. He stood up for his daughter and made everything okay by cleaning up and sticking up for her by telling the other people, "Hey, accidents happen. We can just fix it." All right. So I have a quick little activity for us. I wanted to show you something that rhyming words can help you do as a writer. So I have the sound of two words that make a word family called up. Say it, up. And I want to show you, if I put the sound in front of up, what word do I have? Up, hop. So now I have the word hop. If I change the to a t, what sound do I have now? T, t, up. What's the word? Yeah, top, top. And if I change the t to a p, what sound, what word do I have now? Did you say pop? Right, pop. And if I change the p to a what word do I have now? Mop. That's right. And if I change the to a sh, what sound do I have? Shop. You're exactly right. So all of those words rhyme, and they're all spelled with the up sound, the letters O-P. It's like a word family, a group of words that go together because they have the same ending sound, up, the same rhyme. So if I know how to spell mop, I can spell hop, I can spell top, I can spell shop, because all I have to do is change the beginning sound. Do you see how that might help you as a writer? And help you read it as a reader, because you'll be able to know, oh, this says up, just change that beginning sound, and I can make and read all kinds of new words. Good job, readers. Thank you for reading with me today. I'll see you soon.